Hello and welcome to News Analysis, where we break down the latest news, trends, and global events in ways that matter. Each week, we'll take a closer look on Trump returns to Butler for rally at site of assassination attempt. Former President Donald Trump made a dramatic return to Butler, Pennsylvania, for a rally at a site marked by a chilling moment in his political career, an assassination attempt in 2020. The event, held at the Butler County Fairgrounds, attracted thousands of supporters, many of whom had attended his rally there 4 years prior, when the threat was made against his life. In 2020, during his campaign for re-election, an armed individual attempted to breach security at the fairgrounds during Trump's speech. Secret Service agents quickly neutralized the threat before it could escalate, and no one was injured. The incident, though not widely covered at the time due to security protocols, left a lasting impression on the Trump team and his supporters in the region. Now in 2024, Trump's return to the very same venue is being seen by many as a statement of defiance and resilience. A triumphant return addressing a packed crowd in the same fairgrounds where the attempt was made, Trump acknowledged the dark history associated with the location but framed his return as symbolic of overcoming adversity. "They tried to silence us, but we are stronger than ever," Trump declared to cheers and applause from the audience. He went on to thank law enforcement and his security team for their vigilance during the 2020 incident, assuring his supporters that safety remains a top priority at all his events. Trump's speech focused heavily on his ongoing 2024 presidential campaign, hammering home his familiar themes of economic revival, border security, and the fight against what he calls the radical left. He also used the moment to rally his base, portraying himself as a fighter who continues to stand strong against both political and personal threats. Security tightened. Given the significance of the site and the history of the 2020 assassination attempt, security at the rally was notably heightened. A heavy law enforcement presence, bolstered by federal agents, patrolled the area, while Secret Service agents carefully monitored the crowd and the stage. Attendees passed through multiple layers of security screening, and surveillance technology was deployed to detect potential threats. Local officials and Trump's campaign team worked together to ensure that the event proceeded smoothly and without incident. Though the memory of the assassination attempt loomed large, there were no major disturbances reported during the rally. Support from Butler County. Butler County has long been a stronghold of Trump's support, and his return was met with overwhelming enthusiasm. Supporters, many waving "Make America Great Again" flags and wearing red hats, gathered hours before the rally to show their dedication to the former president. The assassination attempt in 2020 had only deepened their loyalty, with many in attendance expressing admiration for Trump's decision to come back to a place that holds such significance. "It shows his strength," said one rally-goer. "President Trump isn't afraid of anything. He stands up for us, and that's why we stand up for him." 2024 campaign momentum. Trump's visit to Butler is part of a broader campaign strategy aimed at mobilizing his base in key battleground states ahead of the 2024 election. Pennsylvania, a critical swing state, has been a focal point of Trump's efforts to reclaim the White House. With its mixture of rural and urban voters, Pennsylvania was pivotal in both the 2016 and 2020 elections, and Trump is keen to reignite the enthusiasm that propelled him to victory there in 2016. Trump's speech in Butler was a fiery one, filled with promises of returning America to greatness and defending traditional values. As the 2024 race heats up, the rally served as a reminder of the personal and political obstacles Trump has faced and overcome in his pursuit of the presidency. Trump returns to Butler for rally at site of 2020 assassination attempt. In a politically charged atmosphere, former President Donald Trump made a bold and symbolic return to Butler, Pennsylvania, for a rally at the Butler County Fairgrounds, the very site where an assassination attempt was thwarted during his 2020 re-election campaign. 4 years after that harrowing moment, Trump stood before thousands of enthusiastic supporters, sending a message of defiance, resilience, and his continued determination to regain the presidency in 2024. The assassination attempt in October 2020, which nearly overshadowed the final weeks of Trump's campaign, was quickly suppressed by Secret Service agents, but it left a lasting mark on his relationship with the town of Butler. While the incident was kept relatively quiet by the media at the time, it has since become a significant part of Trump's narrative of survival against what he describes as constant personal and political attacks. A defiant return to Butler. Trump's decision to return to Butler for the rally, despite the assassination attempt that occurred there, was seen by many as a calculated statement of strength and fortitude. Standing on the same stage where, 4 years earlier, a would-be attacker attempted to breach security, Trump used the rally to frame himself as a survivor and fighter. His rhetoric reinforced the narrative of overcoming adversity in the face of danger, both personally and politically. They tried to stop us in 2020, but here we are, bigger, stronger, and more determined than ever," Trump told the roaring crowd. "This isn't just about me. This is about you, the people of this great country, who refused to be silenced." He went on to express his gratitude to law enforcement and his security detail for preventing what could have been a deadly incident, acknowledging the bravery and quick actions of the Secret Service in 2020. "Thanks to these amazing men and women, we were able to keep fighting, and we will keep fighting until we take back our country," he added. His remarks met with a standing ovation. Heightened security measures in light of the historical significance of the location and the previous assassination attempt, security was visibly tight. Attendees passed through multiple layers of security checkpoints, and the presence of law enforcement was substantial. Secret Service agents closely monitored the perimeter of the rally, and drones were deployed to scan the area for potential threats. Local authorities collaborated with federal agencies to implement stringent safety protocols. Metal detectors, body scanners, and bomb-sniffing dogs were used to ensure that the event would not be marred by any attempts to replicate the violence of 2020. Despite the high level of precaution, the mood among rallygoers remained one of excitement and anticipation. A hero's welcome in Butler County, located in western Pennsylvania, has been a stronghold for Trump since his initial run for president in 2016. The region, which heavily favored Trump in both the 2016 and 2020 elections, greeted his return with open arms. Thousands of supporters filled the fairgrounds, many of whom had been at the 2020 rally when the assassination attempt occurred. "I was here in 2020 and I'll never forget what happened," said a local resident who attended both rallies. "It was terrifying for a moment, but seeing him come back here today shows he's not afraid of anything. He's fighting for us and we're going to fight for him." Trump's connection with Butler County's working-class population remains strong, and his supporters continue to express unwavering loyalty to his platform. Attendees donned the familiar red, "Make America Great Again" hats and carried flags, with many describing the rally as a symbol of Trump's refusal to back down in the face of adversity. "We need him now more than ever," said another supporter. "He's the only one standing up for us, standing up for America." Campaign focus. Pennsylvania as a battleground. Trump's rally in Butler is part of a broader campaign strategy aimed at winning key battleground states in the 2024 presidential election. Pennsylvania, with its mix of urban centers and rural counties, has long been seen as a must-win state for any candidate seeking the presidency. Trump's 2016 victory in Pennsylvania was a crucial factor in his electoral success, and he came close to repeating that win in 2020 before losing the state to Joe Biden by a slim margin. Recognizing the importance of the state, Trump has made multiple stops in Pennsylvania throughout the 2024 campaign, hoping to reignite the enthusiasm that brought him to victory in 2016. In Butler, he made clear that the stakes in 2024 were higher than ever, telling supporters that the election would decide the future of the country. "We can't afford to lose Pennsylvania again," Trump said. "The radical left wants to destroy everything we've built, but with your help, we're going to win Pennsylvania and take back the White House." Echoes of 2020's assassination attempt. Though Trump avoided delving into the specifics of the 2020 assassination attempt during his speech, the event loomed large over the rally. In the days leading up to the event, several media outlets revisited the attempted attack, piecing together the details of what transpired on that day in 2020. During one of Trump's final rallies in Pennsylvania before Election Day, a man carrying a concealed weapon attempted to breach the security perimeter at the Butler County Fairgrounds. Donald Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, marked not only a continuation of his 2024 campaign, but also a symbolic return to a place where his life was threatened. By choosing to return to the site of the 2020 assassination attempt, Trump aimed to send a message of strength and resilience, further solidifying his connection with the loyal supporters who have stood by him through turbulent times. As the 2024 race intensifies, Butler is now etched into the narrative of Trump's journey. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and support News Analysis Channel. Your one step towards News Analysis Channel will help us to gather more informations.